everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I just finished cleaning the rats' cages. It took me 5 hours today, but obviously it was worth it for them. But I thought I'd do some tours. So this right here is the boys' cage, and it's a single critter nation. And then the girls have a double critter nation without the stand and without the middle level in it. And I did just put the rats back in here, so they might be trying to escape throughout the video, and I'll just have to put them back in. They're pretty excited because it's all switched around for them. So I'll start with the boys' cage. So starting on this door, it's pretty bare except for their water bottle. And then starting on this door, we have this kiln-dried pine, I believe, ledge, and I got a pack of these instead of lava ledges because they were out of stock on Amazon. And then this is actually a closet shelf, a double-decker closet shelf, and I found this at Home Depot, and it has some ramp covers set on it and tucked in between the bars on the bottom. Nope, and tucked it. And I don't use ramps in the cage anymore, so I use the ramp covers for shelves like these. So down here we have a little bird foraging toy. I don't particularly like this one because it's really hard to clean, and the only thing I can really fit in here is sunflower seeds or really small pieces of Gerber baby puffs, but it still works, so. And then this is their bird water feeder. So starting at the bottom, we have Humphrey right here. Hi, bud. So this is a cement mixing pan, and I have it dropped down, so no grid. It's dropped down below the cage to give them a little more room in the cage. And in it I have my usual mix of hemp and kiln-dried pine. I just found this to be the best mix of bedding for my rats personally. Here we just have a well-used box. It has an entrance up top and then one right there on the side. Just their food bowl of Oxbow Adult Essentials. In the back we have their litter box, and this just has some yesterday's news cat litter in it, and that's the litter I use for them. Can you scooch? Right here we have a oatmeal box full of toilet paper for them to pull out and nest with. So then right here we have this contraption. This is, I'm not exactly sure what this is. I got it from Goodwill. It seems to me that it's like a shelf or something, but anyway, it's just, if I could show you, it's held up with some Dollar Tree shower curtain rings and then some of these bird C-clips. And I have some more of my bedding mix in there. Hold on, Humphrey is escaping. As well as their second food bowl, and then just an igloo. And I believe they dragged, oh yeah, there it is. This is a Whimsy, which they have already started chewing in the 5 minutes they have been in here. So moving over, there's this honeycomb hammock hung up with metal shower curtain hooks. This is another basket, that I found at Goodwill, hung up on its side with a scrap of fleece inside. So moving, oh, I forgot this. This is just a very well chewed Walmart bird toy. And then moving back we have, of course, their Sputnik. They live in this thing, so it always has to be in the cage. And then it has some fleece scraps inside of it. Behind this hammock there is a cardboard tunnel hung up by C-clips and shower curtain rings, which leads over to this upside down locker shelf hung up with C-clips, and then with a fleece pad binder clipped on. And then I have this little hut made of 2 Dollar Tree baskets hot glued together, and that's just on there. Humphrey. So that's pretty much it for the boys' cage. So I'll give you an overview of the boys' cage. So now we're moving on to the girls' cage, and they're going to be a bit more determined to escape, especially Ruby. But starting at the bottom, they also have a cement mixing pan, but theirs is not dropped down because I only have one stand, because most of these are add-ons. I only have one that I bought as a single. Also, they would chew their way out of it if it was just hanging down with no metal protecting it. But there's just the same mix of hemp and kiln-dried pine in the bottom. And then we have their watermelon bowl filled with oxbow. There's Pippa. And there's Twitch. And then back there is a PVC pipe. I forget what kind those are called. But here we just have a long, flat box. It has an entrance up there and then one over there that the PVC pipe is leading into. So moving up a little bit, we have the girls' bird water feeder, and then this just unlocks out of there for easy refilling. Hi, Twitchers! In the back, it's kind of hard to see, is a dog rope just suspended across the cage. And then this is actually a frisbee that's been sanitized very well, a cloth frisbee. They really like this. It's hung up with some metal shower curtain rings, C-clips, plastic shower curtain rings, a lot of things to try to hang this up. No, you don't. You don't escape. And then in the middle of it is this dollar store popcorn container with a hole cut out in it. So then back, I'm just gonna open this door. Back there you can see my second upside down locker shelf with another fleece pad just binder clipped onto it. And then the last thing down here would probably be the beginning of this quadruple decker closet shelf that I found at Goodwill. And this again has more ramp covers. Pippa? No. Ramp covers just binder clipped onto it so I could find a use for them. So now I'm gonna move up to this level, and this is the more interesting level, I would say. So right here we have another one of these huts made of 2 Dollar Tree baskets. This one is actually hung up in the air and has some fleece scraps inside. No. Hey, you're so bad. So are you. Yeah, it's hung up with some fleece scraps inside. So then moving over, you can see the rest of the quadruple decker shelf. Again, each level has some ramp covers binder clipped on. Stop it! No! I guess moving back there, we have a basket from the Dollar Tree binder clipped onto the side of the cage with some more fleece inside of it. Hello! Hi! And then we have this bucket hanging up here with a blanket inside. And then just another Walmart bird toy that's pretty well chewed, but it's still usable at the moment. Moving to this door, we just have another one of these kiln-dried pine ledges. And then on the top part of the quadruple shelf, we have their new foraging wheel. And this has Oxbow, Cheerios, and it did have Gerber Baby Puffs, but they have managed to eat all of them in the 10 minutes that they've been exploring the cage. And then behind that, they have their 2 No Drip Choco Nose water bottles, I think they're called. And there's Ruby trying to eat the camera again. Suspended across this part of the cage is a broken dog toy. They actually chewed this. This is from Five Below. So I guess moving up, In the back, we have a cube hammock. Again, they've destroyed it, but it's still usable. A well-shoed log bridge. It's pretty small, but they still managed to use it, so I keep it in the cage. And then moving over to the shelf. This is the only shelf I have in this double cage. We just have the same mix of bedding. And then in the back is their litter box, again with yesterday's news cat litter in it. Right here we have another Walmart bird toy. This one is just popsicle sticks and like little wooden beads. They like this one a lot. And then here is just the pink version of the igloo that was in the boys' cage. And then here is their space pod. In the very back is a double-decker hammock from Amazon, and this is actually really good quality. I've had this for a year and they still haven't managed to completely destroy it, and this is probably their favorite hammock that I have. And then here is their brand new climbing net, and I have this hung up kind of in hammock style because I didn't have room for it to hang anywhere else in the cage. And then lastly, running along the whole front, oh, Humphrey was sneezing. Running along the whole front of the cage is this giant 72-inch dog rope. I believe this is from Walmart for like $8, so it was a really good deal from Walmart. Oh, and then I have this foraging toy right here that I usually stuff with tissues and then Cheerios or Baby Puffs inside, but I forgot to do that, so I'll have to do that now. So that's pretty much it for both cages. So here's an overview of the girls' cage, and then I guess of both. I can't fit both cages, so then the boys' cage. So thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.